Hey sis, welcome back to Healing, Hustle, and Home. I'm Ashley Springs, educator, mentor, sports mom, and your glow up bestie. And if you are new here, this is the space where we talk honestly about what it looks like to organize your life, strengthen your finances, and build something meaningful, even when your schedule's full and your responsibilities are real. We are currently in season 3. Come sit with me. The Reset, Refocus, and Rise series. And it's where we're moving from motivation to structure and truly learning how to build systems that support our real lives, not someone else's, not someone's Instagram life, not someone's Pinterest life, but our real life. Today, we're going to talk about something that almost every single woman, every single busy mom I know has said at some point. And that is, I feel like so scattered. I feel all over the place. They didn't say I feel lazy, not incapable, just all over the place, just scattered. So if you ever felt like your calendar is full, but your priorities still aren't moving forward, moving in the direction that you want them to, this conversation is right on time for you. So come on, sit with me, grab a drink, grab a snack. Let's talk about it. One of the most common things that I hear from women, especially moms, I spend a lot of time in sports with my boys this season of my life. It seems like I have a whole nother full-time job with them. I love it here though. I love it. But one of the things that I hear most is I just feel all over the place. And I get it. And when you really start unpacking that feeling, it usually sounds like this. You're doing a lot. We don't give ourselves enough credit for doing a lot either. I'll just tell you that. You're working, you were managing your household, you are supporting your children, you're helping other people, your life, it's full. But what I'm noticing is that when it comes to the things that matter deeply to you, like your goals, your growth, your future, it feels like those things are constantly getting pushed to the side or pushed to the back. And they don't show up in conversations as much as all of the other things that we're doing for other people. And it's not because you don't care. We care. We want to do those things. But it's really because everything else feels so urgent. We are bound by other people's schedules and other people's responsibilities. And especially for our children, I mean, they depend on us. And we have to do our jobs and keep up with that because we have to provide for our families. So what happens is that you move through your week responding, responding to emails, responding to school messages, responding to schedules, responding to needs. And before you know it, the week is over. It's funny because I tend to hear like, oh, I wish every weekend was a 3-day weekend. But the truth is, even if every weekend was a 3-day weekend, we would still feel the same because we would be responding. What would we truly do if we had that 3-day or 4-day weekend? So before we know it, the week is over and the weekend is over. And the things that you said you wanted to work on, they didn't happen. So the frustration starts. And then we get in our mind and we tell ourselves all kinds of stories, right? Why can't I stay focused? I just want to get my stuff done. But here is the truth. Most busy moms, most working women aren't lacking focus. And it's not that we don't care. You are lacking a system that protects your focus. And there's a big difference between those two things. Very big difference. So let me tell you something that changed the way I look at productivity. It's really big, and it helped me a lot once I finally got it. Am I perfect at it? Absolutely not. But feeling scattered isn't usually about having too much to do, because we're always going to have things to do, probably too much to do. But it's about having too many priorities that haven't been organized yet. Yep. Too many priorities that haven't been organized. When everything feels important, everything competes for your attention. And I don't know if you were here in the last episode, but I said everything is not important. Everything does not require the same level of attention from you. When everything feels important, everything competes for your attention, your responsibilities, your family, your work, your dreams. There has to be some leveling to your priorities within your day. And right now, we get scattered, we get frustrated because they're all sitting in the same mental space. So your brain just stays busy trying to juggle everything at once. And the result? It is mental clutter. And that's the kind of tired that you can go to sleep all you want, but you're going to wake up in the middle of the night and call it insomnia. You're going to go to sleep and you're going to still wake up tired in the morning because your brain hasn't actually gotten the chance to rest. Mental clutter creates decision fatigue because you are tired of making decisions all day, every day. So you start your day already tired. Not physically, again, you went to sleep. You start your day mentally tired because you're constantly asking yourself, what should I focus on right now? Mama, you do not hear me. You don't hear me. If you're constantly asking yourself, what should I focus on right now? What should I do next? Is this the right thing to be working on? OMG. Decision, decision, decision. That constant decision making drains your energy, and it goes down and down. And when your energy drops, your ability to focus drops. So by the time that you get through half of your day, we're not even talking about to dinner. You're just done. You're frustrated with everybody around you. Your patience level is short. You're just done. So by the time you finally have a quiet moment to work on your own priorities, you're exhausted. And you tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start next week. This is why motivation alone doesn't fix the problem, because motivation doesn't organize your priorities. Systems do. And you need systems when motivation is gone, y'all. A lot of time management advice that's out there is built for people whose schedules are predictable. And I don't know about you, but I'm a mom. And my schedule, no matter how predictable I want it to be, in any given week, in any given day, it becomes unpredictable just like that with the snap of a finger. People who can block off long stretches of uninterrupted time. That's where a lot of time management advice comes from that's out there on the internet right now. But if you're a mom, though, especially a busy one, especially a mom who has kids in sports, we're not just talking about one kid, we're talking about multiple kids in sports. Especially if you're a mom who works full time, or if you're a mom who's in school herself, if you're a mom who's building a business, who's an entrepreneur, if you're a mom who likes to be involved in their children's activity, if you're a boss mom who's in that office, in that boardroom, leading things, holding it down. What if you're a single mom or even a wife? Like, you have multiple responsibilities. You just don't have a predictable, structured schedule with limitless free time. Your day can change quickly. One phone call, a child gets sick, you have to pivot. Practice schedules change. Oh, I just got a message this morning saying that one of my son's practice time and location will be different this week. Well, wait a minute, because I have another one whose practice time and schedule is at this same time, 30 minutes away. So, mama has to pivot. Practice schedules shift. School events pop up. Life interrupts the plan. And when your time management strategy depends on everything going perfectly, it breaks, which is why so many women try a new planner, a new routine, or a new system and feel like they failed when it doesn't stick. But the truth is, the system failed you. It's all about systems. It is all about systems. Because it didn't account for the complexity of your life. Realistic time management for busy women, for working moms, has to include flexibility. It has to account for interruptions, and it has to help you clearly identify what really matters so that when your time gets squeezed, you still know what to protect. Because it will get squeezed, trust me. And it might get squeezed more often than we think it will. And that's okay. So if feeling scattered, if feeling, all over the place is the problem, what's the first step toward fixing it? I say it's clarity. Getting clear. Because before you can organize your schedule, you have to organize your priorities. And I think that's why one of the first things on my joy list is decluttering and organizing. Because the moment that I start to feel scattered, the moment that I start to feel all over the place, I feel like I need to clear out some of the mess that's around me. And that's not always physical stuff. Sometimes that is the mess in the people that's around us. That's the mess with the stuff. That's the mess within our time, within our priorities. I will write me some things down in a minute, okay? I will clean out and declutter a space in a minute. I just did it yesterday. Because before you can organize your schedule, you have to organize your priorities. Everything doesn't come first. You have to get honest about 3 things. First, what truly matters in this season of your life? Listen up. This is not about what everyone else expects. I don't care who it is. What really matters to you in this season of your life? Not what social media says you should be doing. No. What actually matters to you and your family right now? Second is, what responsibilities are fixed? Because there are some. And so think about that and jot those down. For me, my job, my family commitments, my household responsibilities, those things are part of the structures of your life. Think about those things that are fixed for you. They don't have as much flexibility because you have to work around those things. And third, what goals or priorities have you been pushing to the side? Maybe it's strengthening your finances. Maybe it's building a business or side income. Maybe it's improving your health or investing in personal growth. Those things matter too, so much. They matter to you. They're your goals. But if they never get intentionally placed into your schedule, they'll always get squeezed out by urgency. And that's why the next phase of this season is called refocus. Because once you reset the noise, the next step is building the structure that protects what matters. So I want to leave you with a perspective shift today. Your life being full is not a problem. Your responsibilities, they're a part of your purpose. God gave you those for a reason. because they were a part of his perfect plan for you. But when everything in your life is competing for the same space in your mind, you end up feeling like you're failing everywhere. And the goal isn't really to do less of what matters. The goal is to organize your life in a way that allows what matters to move forward. And that doesn't mean get rid of everything else. That means some of those things might have to go on hold for now, and then you can pick them back up in the next season. And that's the shift that we're making in this season. We're not trying to become superhuman. We're trying to become intentional. We are becoming intentional. We're building systems that allow us to move forward steadily, even when life is busy. So, before we wrap up today, I want you to remember this: feeling scattered, feeling like all over the place. We're still going to have those days. That's just the reality of it. We're human, but it doesn't mean that you're incapable. It doesn't mean that you can't. It usually means that your priorities haven't been organized yet. You just need to take a step back. And once you bring clarity to what matters now, structure becomes possible for you. In the next episode, we are going to talk about something that most productivity conversations completely ignores, like seriously, and that's emotional clutter. Because sometimes the thing blocking your progress isn't your schedule, it's the weight you're carrying mentally. So if today's conversation resonated with you, please share this episode with another woman who might need it too. And if you want a space where you can keep doing this work together with others, with systems, with structure, with accountability, real life systems, that is, you can learn more about the Becoming House in the show notes. It's a growth community on the school platform. I'm Ashley Springs, your Glow Up bestie, and I'll see you here next week.